Okay, so they could hear me. They could hear you guys, I think. Okay, they can definitely hear you guys. Okay, good night, everyone. Welcome to the 17th installment of the Bands Entice Peasants. We have our usual cast. No need for introduction, as usual. Um, um, yeah, the week. I think I'm up first. So I'll go first. This week, nothing too crazy. Just getting ready to wrap up the semester. Um, I'm just trying to think of anything really interesting that happened this week. Uh, nothing too crazy. Nothing, at least nothing that I can think of right now. Yeah, this week was pretty bland, to be honest. Um, oh, I will say what was a bit exciting was the No Way Home trailer. I think they dropped a second trailer to
I
that
heard
trailer.
about it. I still haven't seen.
Yeah. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Yeah, but yeah, that was the week basically. Very bland, very vanilla. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, chill. That's it.
Um, my weeks normally consist of me staying at my home and cleaning a little bit, trying not to go insane. This one was different. I had to put on clothes, report to our office, learn new skills.
Yeah, you've been telling me about the
So
skills
yeah,
part.
that was this week was interesting.
Alright.
Things I never thought that my brain would be like, yeah, let's do that. Is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I guess I didn't know myself as well as I thought.
Okay.
Or maybe there were reasons that I don't want to delve into, but I was avoiding this particular line of work. But
Alright.
yeah, that shows we can all grow.
Okay. On
Apart
to
from that, nothing, nothing much happened. Exciting.
right. Okay. Off to a deep start. How about you, Master K? Okay, K might be AFK. How about you, I
Know
want to
himself.
say, I want to say his name.
Nah,
I want to say his name.
Why not?
the man
Nah,
who knows himself.
yeah, the man knows himself.
What are we talking about?
You.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't hear my name.
Or you need to hire him so you can know yourself.
Nah, but anyway, my week was okay. It wasn't bad.
That's good.
I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was like in between. It was just
So,
alright.
so like a 6 or 5 out of 10.
Um, yeah, I guess probably like a 2.5 there, but
That's a horrible week, bro.
yeah, but like you have to understand how averages work. So if every week on average is a 1, a 2.5 is not that bad.
Damn.
That's a step up.
That's a step up, but that's
It's,
still horrible though.
Yeah, that's still really
well,
sad.
by your impossible standards, I guess.
My standards are
Yeah, man.
impossible. My depression-filled standards are impossible. All right, cool.
It's true. It's true. Though.
I mean, if you really think about it, with your depression field
Standards.
standards, it's
Your
like
standards
if a two point
impossible.
five is bad, then I mean, think about it, bro. Are they really
So
depression field?
out of 10,
Yeah,
when I
man. I'd
when
expect
I
like
have
with your depression, I'd expect your standards to be like, a one is a great day.
yeah. But when I barely made it out alive. So
Man, you need to work on that.
Ah,
maybe our skills have different values.
All right.
Harry.
Because with like decibels, 1 and 10 is like so vastly different.
All
Mm,
Or
right.
did I just lose you? So maybe that's what's going on.
Harry. As the connoisseur mentioned, your impossible standards, I just came up with a question now to ask you.
Mhm.
Well, Trell, I'll let you answer first. Like, if
Always.
if you had the Infinity Gauntlet, what would you do?
I'd probably mash up the whole universe until I
Yeah,
have.
yeah, that's what I expected to hear.
Because existence is pain, dog. Nobody
Yeah,
need that pain. Dog.
I, I, I
Yeah,
expected nothing less. I expected
just,
nothing
just do
less.
the, just do the universe a big favor, though. It's like y'all didn't exist. Who was here on that? Life? What's that? Bills? Where? Ah,
Give me a refresher. What did he say?
if I had the infinity on it, what would I do?
No, I heard the question. I was looking for your answer.
Oh, whole world, everything, just oof, cease to exist.
All right, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I mean, honestly,
Or
I
just,
wasn't expecting.
or just all sentient life. Like all humans, just maybe not all life, just humans. Just
Just gone
yeah.
like that.
All sentient life.
Wow,
Yeah, you have to specify the sentient part.
Yeah, that's why I said all sentient life.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy. That is
yeah.
crazy.
Interesting.
So things like dolphins and things, like they know they're alive, but like,
Wow.
Yeah, that would kind of be a gray area if you really think about it. It would
well,
be like,
it would be going on my definition of what sentient is, though.
mm,
So sentient, including dolphins.
Nah, I mean dolphins just rape people, but like it's fine.
Mm, big word.
big word. Yeah, well, it's a factual word, so
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just said big word because I know Susan is watching. Susan is the owner of YouTube, by the YouTube, by the way. For those looking at the podcast and don't know. Oh, I thought I hate explaining jokes. That's a pet peeve of mine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just get better jokes.
I just know the joke wasn't meant for me. That is the thing.
You're right. You're
Feeling
right.
feeling left out is not a new life experience, bro.
Yeah. Wow. Just now I go become human.
Nah, I don't.
Um. Ah. Ari. Um. So you want to delve right into it, or you want to
Bro, I
do
don't know what we
foreplay
have in store tonight.
first?
Nah,
Hold it down, hold it down. Pause. Pause.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh yeah. Kem is back. Kem, tell us about your week.
Okay, the week was fantastic. Oh, that week was it's good.
It doesn't matter how the
So
best
now,
week is.
okay, let me tell you something. I did something drastic, and I do regret it. I just stayed there. I delete Instagram. I delete WhatsApp. I delete like a bunch of shit. Like, cause you see, like reviewing people's status and like talking to human beings. I couldn't take it on again for the time because there's too many people to talk to. And then when I leave people
Trap.
messages on red, they want to come and tell me like, why are you leaving on red? And I don't want to explain myself to you. Check it. So I just deleted that shit for the time. All the people I need to be in contact with, I have contact with them already. And honestly, for the past 2 weeks, ever since I made that decision, it's like after I finish, work for the day, like the day job and thing, check on the investments, check on the vibes. You just put a butter on that bread and a tea and just cool out outside and watch the sunset. You check, I mean, like,
Mhm.
the breeze on the ball head, them time that I cut the hair. You check
Mm.
it. I
Transformations.
feeling, yeah, man, I feeling real, free from the system. You check it. So, bless all and in all. It could be better, but you gotta give your
You see
chance for life
progress.
all out.
Alright. So is it a detox or that's something you're just
Well,
going to like just keep doing?
honestly, I said I would do like a month just like off like major social media. But at this point, it's just like, honestly, G, like no kizzy. Like I'm straight up about to just full send it, bro. Like, what's the point? If people want to message me, they can hit me up on Discord. If you don't want to download Discord, then you genuinely don't want to keep in contact with me. Check it. If you want to go the extra mile and download Discord just to check for me, then I know you
Nigga.
really want to talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if not, I just can't be bothered. G. Like if you think about it, the amount of time you spend just like in idle conversation with people that really don't have best interests at heart, or the amount like every off and on you spend like an hour in the barber shop. You check it. That hour in the barber shop could be spent doing a research into something. You check. I mean, if you engaging in useless conversations with just like a bunch of people, is like that all that time that's add up. So I just shave in my head, boom boom, 5 minutes shave, cut the conversations with like 90% of the people I used to talk to. And
Hot air
honestly, I just
conversations.
never been more refreshed. Like people I was talking to, G, and I just, because if I have to explain to one person, it's like I have to explain to everybody, and then they say people that disappear and they say they're going to disappear is for attention. They're doing it.
You
That's
just
for
disappear.
attention, bro.
That is for self.
Yeah, I'm explaining to nobody. Just go on my life. You know what I mean?
that's
Yeah. Who knows how long I'll keep it, but it all depends on if I need to re-download WhatsApp to contact somebody.
alright. That's ballsy.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine. Sure.
That is maturity.
Ah, okay, okay. That's fair.
When you realize the things that are important to you, just put everything else aside.
Alright.
And you're not going to feel like a Buddha because you know why you do it.
Yep. Like, because how, imagine it's gone to a point where previously, it's like I had this feeling of like if I'm busy or if I'm doing some shit, and like I respond to like a shorty, like let's say for example a shorty I talk to, met a couple of weeks talking and thing, and because I'm busy, like I'm making sure like I'm like not an idle person, like I actually have shit going on. So like sometimes I can respond to you one time,
Yeah.
it's not ignoring you and thing. Now already the fact that I have to tell you I'm not ignoring you is already like making me feel like I already feel like I'm doing too much already. Like, you know
Because
what I
like
mean? Like,
why you have to explain yourself to somebody who at
yeah,
present doesn't matter.
yeah, you know what I mean? So
Like
then,
maybe in the
talking to
future you will matter, but at present,
Mhm. Yeah, and I told her from the beginning too, like her and a few others, like, I want y'all to understand that this is like not your typical altercation with a male specimen. Like, I genuinely want to know who you are before I pursue anything any further. And it's like, I'm busy, so if it bothers you and I don't spend as much time as you would like, then just leave. Like, I'm not telling you to stay. If you want to talk to niggas, that's my business. Are we not together? Nothing. I just need being forward, I guess, short is, I don't know. Like, you never experienced something like that when they got so forward. So we talking and thing. When I have my notice on, sometimes I read messages or I tap in on a message, and sometimes somebody message before I actually tap the message. I open the chat I didn't want to open, then I have to go back and explain why I didn't respond, and I have to do this and I have to do
Yeah.
that, and all that taking too much time, bro. Like, people like, dog, I just had enough. I just had enough. I say, you know what? Like, at this point in time, none of them shorties that meet the criteria I want in a woman. So it's like, what's the point? Having to spend so much time explaining myself to people that will not matter in the long term. You know what I mean? So I just get rid of that shit. The Instagram, I had it deactivated, but I had to reach out to somebody for some opportunities that I look into. And after we get that situated and we organize on Discord and Telegram and shit, then I get off that shit. That shit is too toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Ari, that's really interesting. Kit, you just joined. We were just wrapping up talking about our weeks and so on. So I guess you can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I get to jump. I get to hop on right at the end there. Perfect transition. My week was pretty good, honestly. Throughout the week, I've been able to hop on some nice gaming sessions with Dwayne and Santorini Connoisseur here. Santorini Connoisseur, that's what he's called himself this week. But the main highlight was that I was able to go for my driving permit test on Thursday, passed that 100%. So I have my driving permit. I can legally drive, and 4 weeks. We've been for in 4 weeks going for the license proper.
Nice.
Bad boy. Just like I have to tell my you have to try and watch over my Michigan birds there. Check it.
Yeah,
Make sure I hide there. I love the confidence.
Man, Lucia talking about his birds in Michigan.
Ari, that's good, man. That's good. Ari, guys. So I guess we can go straight into the sauce.
we're talking about first there.
What's that?
Which topic? Yeah, I say what we're talking about first. Which topic we taking off?
I think we'll touch the Rittenhouse topic. It's
Yes. So for those unaware, whoever they may be, I believe yesterday or day before, Kyle Rittenhouse was declared not guilty on all charges.
As they should.
Yeah, as he should. Justice was served. Leftists are coping and seething right now.
I saw a bit of the upheaval on Twitter.
Yeah.
I said on Twitter as well. But what I wanted to do. Oh no! Someone was about to say something. Okay.
Nah.
What I was going to do was actually play the video.
Of the jury pronouncing him.
No. The video of the shooting.
No. From way back when.
Yeah. From
in
last year.
Kenosha. Okay.
Yeah. And then, we can get to dissecting. I wasn't too sure of the theater room, to be honest.
Want to christen it by, seeing some fellas go to the other side.
Yeah.
And also some guy having his arm blown open by a rifle, because I saw that up close.
Oh, you saw it up close. Damn.
Yeah, I saw. There's a video where you get it up close. Well, the guy he tries to grab the gun from Kyle, and Kyle shoots
Shot
him
him
in his arm,
in the shoulder or the
and
arm.
his arm, and the bullet goes, and the bullet drives right up. It drives right up his bicep and splits his whole bicep open. His whole
Daman
bicep
sounding like
open.
he's saying that with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
That's because I am. That's because I am.
Yeah, the American
And I'm not
influence.
obsessed with that dog.
Down is a
No, it's not. No, that's not a new thing. No, that's just. It's not something I like.
Yeah,
That
Daman
I
is,
talk about to people, but I like to I like to see very high damage injuries and stuff. I don't like that they happen, but when they happen, it's like, oh, let me see that.
It's an exciting.
Daman is probably be all on 4chan looking for them things. Wow, I black on Reddit.
yeah, you have a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, the two of you have a lot in common. Man.
Yeah, be me. Could not be me.
Like the you're talking about.
The tolerance is completely different from enjoyment. Aye. Just because I can tolerate seeing it doesn't mean I enjoy seeing it.
True, fair point. Fair point.
Speaking of Toby, the other video I saw of some.
Oh boy.
Is it just me or
Running
Cameron?
behind pillars.
Yeah, Daman,
Yeah, your mic-
Daman talking in dubstep there, though.
Yeah, it was.
I'm hearing you a little clear. You don't
Mic
sound
check, 1, 2.
Okay.
Sure now.
That sounded good.
Yeah, I was just saying some kind of Middle Eastern country. Like he pulled
Say a Middle East country there.
Name. A Middle Eastern country. And yeah, the guy who was running behind on himself,
Oh boy.
human chunks, like fellas.
Boys, I not hearing you clearly, Cam.
Had the video.
Yeah, gluten nasty, but I can kind of understand what he's saying. He's talking about how the fellas were running behind Kyle, threatening him with with a gun and everything, and they tried to beat him with a skateboard. I know.
Is that what you were saying? Because he mentioned something in the Middle East. Try again, Cam. Try again,
I
Cam.
probably fix this one.
1 second, let me join the computer video.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the video there. Let me share my screen. In the meantime. Stream quality. Wow. Nice.
Mic check.
All right. Sounds good.
Anyway, I knew much better.
Yeah. Oh well. I was just saying, it wasn't about the Kyle situation. It was a video I saw
Okay.
talking about like kind of gory stuff. I saw a
Mhm.
video of a guy in a Middle Eastern country, and he pulled the pin on like a grenade, and he was running with it, and the person was trying to run away, but they end up holding him. And as soon as they hold him, the grenade blow up, and the fellas turn into human chunks.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
That's
And they
an
just settle them and it's gone. And they zoom in on the thing, and all the fellas flesh and arms and thing on the ground there.
But
Oh, Middle East countries is something else, dog. Like, to give you an idea, a standard wet celebration in the Middle East involves
AK
taking an AK and firing it into the sky wildly. That's like just regular celebration vibe.
yeah.
So
And
the
I have seen many fail videos where young men
Yeah.
try and basically try and almost shoot everybody in the place.
Yeah, so I remember one I saw recently where Pano at his wedding dog and he raised the
And I
AK
just spit.
and he limp wrist that dog when made fire. The recoil pushed me down and
And
that whip around at head height, and that take out two people. That X out two
What?
people there.
What?
The one I saw was a young man and fellas in a line, and the older guy before him,
Mm-hmm.
man, solid. Pass the gun to the little boy. The man, you hold it like you're holding a game controller.
Bored.
Like here, hold it properly. But
Mm-hmm.
he trying to do it with one hand, like the youth do. But he not holding it properly. So when he squeeze trigger,
Yeah.
recoil, that just drop, and it's still firing. Luckily, it didn't shoot anybody because it swung like down to the ground, so it didn't shoot anybody. But like the ground takes shots.
Very lucky, dog.
And
what?
The guy sitting on by him grab the gun from him and try and take it and tell him hold it with two hands. So like you see this guy now afraid as shit, he's trying to bust shots, and he holding it with two hands, and you can see his whole body shaking. Like it's a gun. It's not a toy.
That was very lucky. Someone who was not very lucky was a gun instructor of I believe 7 years ago, 2014, where they had a 9-year-old girl at the shooting range, and he was teaching her how to use an SMG9, and he have a fire one shot, one shot, easy thing, shoot, nothing major there. He say okay, he switch the gun mode. He say okay, now full auto, grab. The gun put the recoil, push the, obviously that's full on, that's way more. The gun recoil, push the gun straight up,
and he
bury about 3 bullets in mid-head, pass away in the hospital.
That man wasn't qualified, man.
The girl wasn't qualified, obviously.
No, but the instructor.
Yeah,
the instructor. That's what I'm saying. The instructor wasn't qualified.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was like.
If you understand how guns work and you know that you put the thing on full auto, you brace the girl for it and not.
It's like at least hold the gun down, dog. No, it's like partner trusting the strength of a 9-year-old of a prepubescent girl to hold a full auto SMG.
You're not trusting full-grown men. That not trained. He's a 9-year-old.
Partner put it. That was messed up. And speaking of relating to what Cameron said regarding regarding the grenade, I remember. And so on RPG stands for rocket propelled grenade, and as you know, it takes quite a bit of force to launch these things, but and more than that, in order to not get blasted by in order to not to reduce the recoil from that, it's really just a tube. So equal opposite reaction. All the force that it takes to launch that thing comes right out the back. So obviously it is called backblast, and also it's quite powerful. So obviously you shouldn't stand behind an RPG. Some fellas in the Middle East did not get the memo, and they're in a firefight. They're firing their AKs and things at some other folks, and one of them brings out an RPG, and he's lining up the shot, and a partner from across the street just walking, big man just walking down there behind. He passed right behind the partner with the RPG. Partner fire that. You see me arm go flying, dog.
Dog, why is it always the Middle East, Macy? Why all them fellas, dog?
Because that's where they have the weapons and the wars running here.
The fellas have some heavy air equipment and artillery and them and cavalry is that.
You understand?
Say we should
Fellas
send them
barely,
fellas down view fort, man. What?
Yeah,
fellas barely qualified to hold a handgun and defend.
yeah. If you
What?
go have to make some serious recruits.
They say, man.
Hey, oh, man.
You know, just replace the police force with some fellas from the Middle East now.
Same difference, eh?
Crime drops to 0%.
Oh boy, Ari. Ari, y'all can see the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, scary.
Alright. Alright, let me know when I should. Okay, I think I'll play it now. Okay, just make sure everything's okay. Boom.
So somebody else was firing shots aside from Kyle.
There was this guy called Gage
Yeah, there's another guy.
Grosskreutz who had a Glock that he wanted that he tried to shoot Kyle.
That man need aimbot though.
Gage was actually the state's key witness that they wanted to try to use to prove that Kyle was an aggressor. Then they put Panda on the stage. Panda had made Panda say it, and they asked Panda, so you confirm that Kyle only shot you after you had pointed the gun at him, and he said, "Yes, Your Honor. He acted in self-defense."
Yeah, the boss basically clear Kylie.
The state's own witnesses prove that Panda acted in self-defense.
Now imagine, you just finished shoot somebody, you walk up to the police, they say, I shoot a couple fellas.
Yeah, that's how.
Let's be real, a black man will disappear into the darkness.
Yeah, down definitely gone.
He live in
You
the
want to
sea,
know what's
bro.
crazy? You want to know what's crazy? There's actually, a case of a black man beating a case. The police had a drive-by on him and they shoot back and they drop the charges on Mitty.
Yeah, I saw that
One
one.
thing.
Hey, justice dog, that's self-defense.
Where they let me send you a picture.
Yeah, send it in the
But that's a bunch of people running to attack a man.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't he defend himself? Like, it's a
So
thing
he's
that
black.
no, it's a thing that I feel a lot of individuals, not just Americans, a lot of people, they don't look at the consequences, the possible consequences of their actions, and they just believe that they will be all right no matter what they do because they believe that they're right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'll ask a question some time ago. If I see a man beating his girl, what I'd do? Because if I see the man bigger than me, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not going to look for licks. If the man have a Glock in his waist, I'm not going to
Yeah,
get.
dog, if
I'm
you
not
keep on the
stupid.
arm, dog, it's like that and my business, dog. I'm not.
Because
I look like Superman to you.
I barely 5'9". I'm not the buffest dude. I see
That's
a
it
man.
on the internet, bro. You go lose your birds.
Wait.
I don't care
Wait. You're so short.
Yeah, no, shut up. It
Yeah,
doesn't make it.
that dog don't say that.
My-
don't say that.
Lose your birds,
The
bro.
birds and listen to
That's
all
fine.
that.
I'm not looking for birds.
But the birds looking for you, bro.
That's their
Say,
business.
bro, that's what I'm saying.
That's their business. They're losing the chance already.
Panda sticking to his guns, dog.
Yeah. Like, if if I see that, why would I go and put myself in danger? What, to impress a girl? No, that's stupid. That's big brain stupid.
Facts.
Nah, but think about it, bro. Check it. That's a bird. That's a potential investment.
That will not
Exactly.
even eat in
You
your hand at
literally
the end of the
answered the
day.
question. That is a bird. That is a bird, bro. There's a
That's what I'm
Nah,
That is a
saying.
but
bird.
remember, this is where you have to remember the lesson
Is the bird
that
worth it,
Master
though?
K has taught us, dog. We need the bread first. You know, you shouldn't chase the
Yeah.
bird
You
direct.
chase the
dog.
birds.
Bread.
Yes. Yes. You check it. Because even sometimes you have the bread and from the bird not yours. The bird they go eat from your hand. You
No,
check I
you
see.
understand? No, I just finished
Oh.
saying it, but I eat in your hand.
Yeah, man. When you know the thing already, killer. Even if I'm bigger than this year and I see me beating the shorty, that's still in my business.
My God, I hope,
Business.
listen, the best I doing, I call in the police, dog, because like I like this people,
you
but I
have
go
to
my
go
business.
You have to
Yeah,
go to.
yeah.
But that
I
not
think
my
that's the more
battle to fight.
responsible thing. I think that's the
That's
more
not my battle
responsible
to
thing.
fight.
No, get
Oh,
the
I'm
get
beating this girl. I call the popo. Make her
get the authorities involved. That's the more responsible thing to do. You don't put
Yup.
yourself in unnecessary danger, and the proper officials will be able to deal with it. They are equipped. They know the law, dog. They
Yeah,
can
they
get it
legal.
better.
They legal with the thing. So you telling me I see a man walking down the road with a Glock, a whole AK in his neck. I go and rush the man. Oh, you think I stupid? I'm not stupid.
Approach the
Because
situation differently, man.
you rushing on the man. The man going to perceive you as a threat, bro.
They lit. You know what else partner admitted to, dog? You know what else partner confessed to? He said that he shouted to Kyle, "If I catch you, I'm going to kill you."
To kill you. Yeah, I saw that. They're
I
like,
didn't see that.
yo,
I actually
are
didn't.
you
I actually didn't
insane?
know that one. I actually didn't see that one.
Yeah, I saw the little clip, dog. The man admit to that. I'm like, so, Chana. So you telling me you have the balls to sit down in court and be like, yep. I said if I'd catch him, I'd kill him, and still be mad at the end of the day that you get your hand burst off, dog. Like, come on.
Exactly, dog. It don't make no sense, dog. It's a
But
political trial. I was there.
may say hell apparently, one of the victims, one of the persons that passed away, the girlfriend, they slide that man the number after the after the thing, and so they say,
What?
in the name of healing, like let's heal together now, and now it's
What?
not time to fight, and so they slide that man the number.
She said, I remember,
From some
Yeah.
I remember, Uma's girlfriend. She said, I recall her. She said that she hopes that Kyle finds love and that he understands what she lost.
So you can
Hey,
pop her
let
with
me
a couple
get
rounds.
Let me try and get the
Cement.
picture.
Couple
What?
rounds.
Yeah, send the photo. Let me
Let me
display
that.
it in the put in the live chat.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, ain't no way, boy. What?
You just catch us no birds, bro.
But I just try and understand the. Then again, it's Twitter I'm talking about. I don't know why I try and understand that.
So now,
Twitter.
let me be
That is
devil's advocate.
Twitter.
So she was looking for some waist butter or some actual shots.
Hold on, what?
What's the difference, dog? Enlighten us.
She killed her. Kyle killed her boyfriend, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So she looking for some actual shots, like from a gun or some waist butter.
Well, they check it. They have something. They have
Maybe she looking for some
something.
training, though.
Gunman.
'Cause
Gunman.
the man was so efficient that he took out the love of her life. Maybe she can teach. He can teach her how to take out deck. Maybe, I don't know. Or she just wanted
Okay,
some
let me
waist
tell you
butter.
something. Back in the day, in the more primal times, that was one of the rewards for war, a war bride. After you take out the enemy, let's claim all that man shorties.
Yeah, that is yours
Yeah,
now.
doggy.
Okay.
Take that man. That man have a bunch of
Take all
daughters
the
there. That is
women
yours.
take all the women the man had.
And turn the mother into the
impregnate all
house.
of them.
Into the house.
Oh yeah. You know something about that Uber fella, the guy who died, who that was a girlfriend. Partner was abusing his grandmother.
What?
So that's why she said the number.
That man had to die.
Yeah.
I man punched his clock and he didn't even know it yet.
Like,
Now that is the kind of people with little regard for others. And it showed because he didn't care for himself.
Yeah, it was like Panda
Man
Dell
hit that one. That's one. Hit it once and finish it at. Check it. You don't put your meat in a shirt too many times. Actually looking crazy.
So you want to do it once at all?
Wait, what?
So he would want to do that once.
Well,
crazy.
Them time I don't know what's going on if that man and probably on court if the boys all now so there.
Practice.
Let me
Check it.
Let me put the.
Yeah, me see. Let me show you how I kill that man.
I'm probably drinking, partying.
Yeah, man. It's yeah. Be the case.
You fellas never loved the justice system more.
I don't know why that's so funny. But wow.
Yeah, so about what Kemuel brought up earlier there with the black man who shot back at police that tried to drive by him there. Name was Andrew Coffey the Fourth, and they were trying to get him on about 5 charges there, including murder, attempted first degree murder and thing. And he was recently declared not guilty on that. But in a separate proceeding Friday, the same jury convicted him of one count of possession of a firearm by a felon, which could give him which could still give him up to 40 years in prison if the state has their way.
Now that makes sense.
Find a way, man. They have to find a way.
Of course, they said going to find a way, but that don't make sense.
Yes, yeah.
How you trying to tell me that an officer who walk into a man's house and shoot him to death will get less time than a man who was shot at by police?
It depends because the charges not related to.
No, I understand. I understand the charges is not related to anything. But I'm comparing the two situations and just put it on a scale. Which one feel heavier in your head? A man having a gun illegally, or a police officer walking into a man's apartment and shooting?
True. Fair point.
That's all I say.
Fair point.
In a lot of cases, I do think like those kinds of raids shouldn't happen. Like those you shouldn't be raiding doing a police raid in plain clothes. That just makes you look like a robber.
Like it's a bunch of fellas pulling up, yo. That don't make sense.
That make you look like a robber dog. Like
nah, but you gotta be undercover, bro.
No, if you come in undercover, but you want to do a raid, you can't do a raid undercover.
Don't make sense.
But they go see the raid coming, bro. You have to.
That's true. It's kind of.
Then why?
So at least have something on you to identify yourself. So when I look at you, I can see, guys 5-0. So I don't go shots behind you.
Exactly, bro. At least plot the badge or something.
Something. All the fellas have a badge they can hang around their neck. So what happened?
You know.
I will like police are not anyone that break in my house. I killing him, man. That's all I know.
You should go live in Missouri because it has a very strong castle dog. because Missouri has a very strong
Bro,
castle law.
I stay in here, doggy. And if the government tell me anything, that the government business. That is my business. Because I
Bad
say,
boy.
I'm always trespassing and trying to fix my life, so I take matters into my.
Dog, let me try and change that podcast name to Active Shooters. Active Shooters.
doggy,
Active Shooters.
just say what the government has need. I just come and bury down one time.
Yeah, have some
Dig a
fertilizer.
8-foot hole, cover
The
that,
outlaw,
and then
the
put that, and then kill
outlaw
the dog,
podcast.
and bury the dog above him. So if they get
Plant
the
some-
smell, they will dig up the dog instead and fertilize it. Yeah.
Plant some mango tree on top of that too. Don't forget that.
Oh, no,
Party.
this is really on the topic of guns. Like, you know what mess happened there? A good few years ago. Not a good few, but a few years ago there. There's a partner who had a channel called FPS Russia,
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
and yeah, and he was like the OG gun YouTuber. So he had a lot of guns, you know, like over 30 or over 30 guns, all different kinds.
Yeah.
And the state, the state come and raid me over some hemp
Marijuana.
oil, not hemp oil, dog. Not even like
What?
weed self, dog. Oil,
Yeah.
hemp oil. They come and raid me, and then they say, we will confiscate all your guns because it's illegal for drug
Just-
users. For
just
drug users
rookie.
to have
For excuses, dog. Wow.
exactly, dog. It's just an excuse they were looking for, dog, to take partner guns.
Yeah,
And they put and they get out, and he got off like they gave him only, he managed to get away with, just a short 2 months in jail and 2 years probation. They sent partner to a jail out in the middle of nowhere. And
Wait, Russia in the middle of nowhere.
no. No, so the channel was called FPS Russia, and he had this, and he played a Russian character, but he's actually American.
Yeah, the boss was
America.
American all along.
What?
Dog, I actually figured
Yeah,
that I.
Yeah, he had an alright Russian.
So, Jenna. So, in the US, where it is legal to have a gun, if they get a reason to come in your house,
Yeah,
they
taking
take
all
your
that.
guns. So, yeah, people not realizing that those not make sense. Though.
But there was more to the story. It was kind of.
I know there's
mean,
more
like
to the story, but you see.
I mean, it's basically bullshit that
Yeah,
they
it is
robbed all his
bullshit.
guns. It's bullshit that they took his
It
guns
is.
on that.
It is.
No, but that's the thing I'm saying. If it is free, if it is okay for me to have them, why was it not okay for him to have them? Then they need to be
Like,
very
listen,
clear
bro.
about these things.
They just wanted, like, bro, it was an excuse to take them, though. It's like
No,
they,
I know that.
bro.
No, I talking
Yeah.
about the NSA and they're pushing. I get it; it's a business move, but the people who defend the Second Amendment, which was created in a time where having a gun meant either you live or you die, and we are not back there. What's your
We going back there.
Hey, we going back there, man.
But
Yeah,
the
I
thing is.
say like boy,
Oh no.
I
go
go
on.
into rural Texas or rural
Yeehaw.
Texas or something. You check it so I can shoot a couple of cops and come back.
Honestly, Mexico already back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
what.
state of the
That's the.
cartel.
That's the new meta. Commit a crime, then flee to Mexico. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
the
meta.
cartels
That's the
waiting
meta
for-
for the dog.
The cartel is waiting for you with open
That's,
arms.
Oh, you kill an American pig? Come my way, brother.
yeah.
Agreed, go.
A gringo, yeah. We're gonna do that.
Do you know what these
No,
men are
the
for?
cartels in Mexico are out of it. Them man taking trucks and they modifying them, welding on steel plates, and then mounting machine guns
On
to
top
have
of that,
makeshift armored vehicles, though.
Sounds so
As a-
American and actually
them,
funny.
them and see Mad Max and just be like, "Yep,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico is a live adaptation of Mad Max.
Yeah, that is a GTA lobby them time there.
and as you play, wow,
And the thing is, the Mexican government's so corrupt. Now, it's like, even I'm like, now all I'm thinking is like, even if Mexico develops better weapons and thing, and starts making armored vehicles and things for their armed forces, is like, I just going straight to the cartel hands, because it's like, you know how many side men they have there, though?
how many entire police forces work for the cartel? Killer, they have a whole movie. Granted, it's in Mexico or it's Brazil, but it's the same shit.
It's like
dog.
the only
It's the
way.
same thing, dog.
The
Cartel
only way you free Mexico from the cartel is if an
The cartel
external
doesn't
power
exist.
is if an external power come in and just wage full scale war. Like not even an Afghanistan style thing where you're trying to do things with this dancing. No, just full scale rolling with the tanks and everything. No.
I mean, let me
Right,
start
but I
by
was about
when
to
you
say
get
was
to
they tried that
Mexico.
in
though.
Yeah, though, when shit start bursting, I can kill a couple fellas.
You check it when I call my partner, oi, Carlos.
Yeah. Carlitos.
Oi,
Ven acá. You check it?
one Santana or something. It's like that in the long game.
Cabrón. Hey, cabrón. They're killing the gringos.
Oh my goodness.
Basically, you know what we have to do?
Dog.
We go have to just form a task force and just wipe out them fellas because
Yeah.
I've had enough. Basically, we've had enough.
Yeah.
We go have to, you check it. We go have to wrap it up.
Yo, let me just post up with my sniper.
Yeah. Ah.
But tell you what, you see for Lucia. Honestly, G, I don't know if it's a stupid suggestion, but make it easier for level-headed citizens to get guns, okay?
Are you proving somebody level-headed?
You
Look
check
at
it
the
now.
record, you look at the record, you get
Criminal record doesn't prove anything.
proper psyche.
not just criminal record though. You can go you go back, all the way back to high school.
I mean, if you ever think about it, bro, I mean, if I get a gun, you really feel, you check it, that
I
system
go
broken
see,
it out.
Dog.
If you can get a gun, my dog, I installing metal doors, bro.
Think about it. Imagine.
Can get a gun, I'll be fine.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah, but if Cam get a gun, I can fall asleep in the city.
You understand? Like,
You check it?
wait,
Yeah.
I
But like Brandon. The other one for them, man. Yeah.
Brandon get a gun.
Brandon don't put too much trust.
I'm saying, you check it, you read my chest, I go make you think twice. You check it.
Yeah, dog. Home Alone. You open the chest, have the barrel pointing straight at your.
Yes, yeah, bro.
Yeah, they say who Brandon meaning is Red Hoodie. That one it is vigilante bag.
Gun top.
Yeah, gun talk.
Yeah, I had to do what had to be done.
God. I say, like, at this point, just give everybody in the streets guns and just let nature take its
Let
course.
it play out. The criminals will sort themselves out.
Yeah. The cash your money locks. I kill it.
Just comb my head to it.
That's your one thing.
Damn, the child walking in these streets, no reason, just burst shot. Pop!
Yeah, what happened, dog? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But like, it's it. I have to wake up at judgment, like, God, I don't even know how I read out.
Yeah, you go be like,
I was going to repent, I'm like, wow. Even give me a chance.
Wow. Since we're on the topic
Yeah.
of guns, I guess we can do um the Alec Becker. Basically, the guy who shot. I don't know if you guys heard the guy who shot the young lady on set.
Oh,
Oh
that
no, you
was
mean Alec Baldwin?
Baldwin.
Alec
Yeah,
Baldwin.
Alec
where I get
Baldwin.
Becker from, boy?
It's like coincidentally, a guy named Alec Becker also died recently, and he was shot to death.
What?
Bruh.
That's probably
So
where I
just
said from.
What the heck?
taking it else.
Yeah, boy. Gun violence.
I was
Not a
actually going
not
to
a
mention that one earlier.
not a good time for Alex.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
I said so. Alec Baldwin. Gun gun owners were rejoicing when that. Not because they were happy that someone died, but because
Oh, that.
they're happy that is Alec Baldwin that do some fuckery. Because Mate is one of the most vehemently anti-gun personalities
Ouch.
on the internet today, though.
Dog.
Yeah, that's in
That's actually ironic, dog. That's
Like
actually
a lot
Exactly.
of
so ironic.
Oh, but the man was freaking out after dog. Cause like,
duh.
he
Yeah,
gave me
dog.
a load of what the hell? Dog?
Panda.
Them man needed Will Smith on the set, bro.
Yeah,
You'll
so
never-
that proper gun
You'll never
safety.
see that video where they
Yes.
raise the gun and that man just
Yes. Slap that
select
dog.
that safety on, move ammo in that space. Yeah.
That's a lovely little thing.
Yeah. But yeah. Some of Alex quotes have now aged like absolute milk. Specifically one where he tweeted, I wonder how it feels to wrongfully kill someone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
No
tough.
mocking gun owners.
Damn.
And now
I was putting that on a billboard and I was putting my own face on that dog.
But the thing is, that wasn't even his dog.
I know, but
He's saying that the script didn't call for a gun.
So the and
he
you
also but that's the thing though. It is one thing to like be under the impression that you have a prop gun and you shoot another actor because you thought the gun only fired blanks. Psyche was real and thing. But what's
She was in the
circulating
movie.
right now is that what he actually did is they were asking him for a reshoot and he looked at he looked at the director and he said another take. Why don't I just shoot the both of you? And he pointed the gun at the director and fired. And the bullet passed through the director and also hit the girl behind him. And it killed the girl. And I think the director lived. And that's a whole different story though. It's like, yeah, even if you thought that was a prop gun, like you definitely it's a different situation than you are like accidentally shooting another actor during
Okay,
during the script.
I hear you. I understand. But a gun is essentially a fancy toy. It's not supposed to hurt anybody.
Well, yeah, there's So like
if I have a gun that I, in all of my sense, believe will not hurt anybody, toy designed to be like this, I'll play around with it.
nah, but it's the intention for me.
No,
Look,
what is the
that-
man intention? Killer, I want
so like Daryl,
you try to tell me I feel you're going to die.
yeah, so Daryl, what you making sense, but the thing is, lawyers are nonsense. Lawyers, these are the men who, like, how back in the Bible, the Pharisees, Jesus had this thing, the Pharisees, so you tell them they care about the letter of the law.
Mhm.
Lawyers care about the letter of the law, bro. Like they go in.
Actually,
They go-
I don't feel so. I feel they care about it sometimes because they like the law free, but the intent is what they catch you on. So it depends, but I get you. They will find a way to get you.
Dog, I say like to me, them man should have had a thing like a orange tip on the gun or something, and
You
then just
understand?
stick that off in post. You
Yeah,
take it?
that would have been smarter.
So you know which gun is the live, which one, and you shouldn't have a live.
You shouldn't have
You
a
shouldn't-
live in the first
place.
place.
Yeah,
you
I
should have a
and
live in the
that,
first place.
the live gun shouldn't have been on the set in the
In the first place.
Now, you want to know what's crazy about that entire thing? Like, I think 2 days before they had the same thing happening. They had a prop and the thing ended up firing. And I think that happened
Bro.
twice.
Well, no, so
Not so?
so like tell you what, dog. If it fires a bullet, it's not a prop. Like let's get that straight,
Yeah,
dog.
well, yeah,
any
yeah, that's what I
Prop
meant. That's
gun
what I
can
meant.
only fire blank.
Yeah.
You know, the media is doing this thing right now where they're saying that the prop gun fired a
Sorry,
round.
yeah.
No, it was not a prop gun.
It was not.
Prop guns cannot fire real.
Yeah. So
You know the media already, dog. Yeah.
The
They want
barrels
all
are
this stuff,
designed. The barrels are designed different, so you get a larger muzzle, a bunch of obstructions inside it. If you try to fire a live round through a prop gun, the gun should, if depending on the type of gun, just explode.
Yeah.
Because that bullet not going out, making so much obstruction, blow your hand up. Granted, depends on the type of gun. Type of prop.
the entire situation was just wow.
The man should have just imagined the gun, though. That is
Just
so.
let the fella CG the gun.
Just let the fellas play pretend.
I wouldn't CG again. That's
We just go into the extreme. So
Yeah, prop guns are used because it's very, very noticeable. When you CG just the muzzle flash, it's extremely noticeable. Far less if you CG the whole gun.
Bro,
Or them man should have just
even
come
in-
by square and buy a cop gun.
wow.
That's smoking an ollie when you shoot that. Yeah, man.
That block hot for true boy.
Yeah, man, doggy.
Block hot for
What is strap? Let me get my strap.
Yeah, as you mentioned that, I think I'm not too sure if I mentioned this in a previous episode, but I know for when like I would at least hear when you do eventually get your gun, upon each bullet you fire, you have to write a report.
Oh yeah,
saying,
you have to declare.
yeah, which bullet went where, why did you shoot it, the serial number, all
I
kind
feel
of
like
thing.
counting bullets like Deadpool, man.
Yeah.
Sign your bullets, my G.
Yeah.
I discharged 2 bullets in this situation because of this, and
Wow.
now I have this many bullets in my.
Them time the fellas writing reports that just saying I emptied the clip because it was black.
Doggy. What?
And one
I
time,
go stop. I'll go.
No,
They go
but
take down the video. They go take down the video.
They do that.
and that is saying at this time, if the station that you're reporting to making any sense, they take your license and your gun. Emphasis on the if.
Yeah, they might try and make excuses for you first, man.
You're a good guy.
It all depends on who it is because I know man, that man does just shoot anything. That man does kill dogs. That man does shoot bottles and things. The other time we were at a camp, I'll not say his name, obviously, but we were at a camp, right? And that man put a bottle on a piece of tree that the stump that was there. And that man was saying, put that bottle on your head, doggy, as a joke thing. I go shoot that off your head. So now man, ow. They must say, I put that on the stump of the tree. I'll put that there and I'm gonna real take a aim. I'm gonna shoot that bottle precise in the center. Man, there's a shooting things. Now they had a cat in an area and they had dogs there and the dogs hold the cat and kill the cat. The man say, okay, you see the dog that eat the cat, now man shoot that.
Now you see, hear me out there. I feel if I get a gun, on a serious note, if I get a gun, I go work on a couple dogs.
Okay.
Man, dog.
Because they are monks.
Oh my
They are
God.
monks. the amount of cats them dogs is just read like just tear apart. The amount of cats I have had that them dogs just murder, like oh I don't know.
Okay, I was about to say something, but then you specified that it was you that they were your cat.
No, not just my cat. I have seen them hold other people.
No, okay.
I'm gonna
So
have a
when
I'm gonna have a
It's just
question.
stray dogs.
when
It's
you're
just
Yeah,
talking
stray
about when
dogs.
you're
doggy.
talking about
And
in
and
general,
doggy. My neighbor the other night, dog, he don't have a cat. And his name is Jeff. I love that man. You check it. I gave that one for years. And you know the neighbor one night the neighbor air closed the gate and the fellas have a pit bull. So the
Shit.
dog play, it come from in the people there now. The people have fence and everything. You know them kind of neighbors that want to fence up themselves and like they so a kind of way like they want to be by people. The dog come from in the people yard, in my yard, behind my cat. Now I was outside, my mother outside, and they're talking to the neighbors and thing that be like that beneath us where we're renting. The dog come in our yard behind my catty and almost take my catty. Dog, I run inside
boy.
and take a machete, boy. And by the
Yeah,
time I come out,
would be-
doggy, that dog by the road ready to go back in the yard already.
Mhm.
I run behind that go in the yard, dog. Dog. Wait, if that dog had do anything to
yeah.
my cat, I was making sure that dog die. I was
Mm.
going in there and
I mean,
cutting that
yeah,
dog.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Listen,
There were a few dogs that I remember. That, you know, if I were in Lucia today with a gun, like,
yeah,
I would go
exactly.
to work
Like I not
because I remember
for
because I remember
damaging
when
animals.
I used to have pet rabbits,
Mm.
and the other partner across the road with a few big dogs that partner like that, like same thing, same kind of thing, like Camille have with a fence and thing, except made fence tall and his gate tall, you know, and and he's an alcoholic an alcoholic father, and he abusing his son, so you already know the vibe. Dog's aggressive.
Mhm.
On a night, panda dogs get out of his yard, dog. And is in my yard they come, dog, and they take my rabbit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's grunts to just murder any dog that man ever buy. Just kill that.
But that's not
Catch
grounds
the whole
to put
catch
the
the
dog
yard on
down.
fire.
That's
In
not.
St. Lucia, really?
In Lucia,
Oh,
dog.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh,
I
oh,
have to
no, no,
link
no,
to
no, no.
this.
Oh, I thought that was where you were,
No, you just
Pete.
that's grounds to buy some kerosene, some other stuff though, like that one yard on fire. Simple things. Simple things though.
They dog just toss a
Don't-
pipe bomb
don't-
in mid yard.
Yeah, don't complicate things now.
Eh,
Aye. But
Just
in
knock that
general,
dog out and make that swallow bomb.
when they come in
No,
after people.
you want not to suffer dog.
You got chocolate, my G. Cadbury
No,
chocolate.
no. You're not to painfully suffer. No bowel issues and
Dog, you ever like my dog? Think of like what happens when you have some nasty old diarrhea, dog, and then like magnify that by lethality.
hear me out here.
Let that
My
shit
cat,
itself
that's
to
not
death.
how that's not how my pet died. My pet was mauled. My pet got physical pain to its skin. You have to get the same kind. I'm not going to bite you, catch you on fire.
That remind me of how my one of my previous dogs died.
No, no, I say all that there. I know the person, some boy.
You're not the
That is
person to what?
the people that is take that somebody dog in their yard bath, throw oil on the dog or they will throw hot water. Dog, that is bullshit.
Yeah, that's a
why-
different thing.
That is
Yeah, why
them
does-
people-
We don't condone
pure
that.
bullshit. That is pure bullshit.
It
Like, them
depends,
people
man.
need
It
to-
depends.
No.
Depends.
No,
Let the dog make all the noise it wants. Will make
My brother, if your dog already pull up in my yard,
if
You
the
check
dog
it?
reach. No. People will come in your yard and pour hot water on your dog in your yard.
that's what
I
I'm
know what
saying,
dog
bro.
is there,
If the dog reach in my yard and cause trouble in my yard,
That different.
understand? No, my G, let me finish. If the dog come in my yard, check it, cause trouble in my yard, and then it walk back to the yard and try and play like everything over. And worse yet, you close your gate, you check it, try and pretend like your dog ain't do nothing. I come in your yard the same way your dog come in my yard. Check it, and I'm making that notice scene, dog.
you
Drop
know,
down there.
but Brandon,
Yeah,
that's literally what I was talking about.
Put the dog.
If I was kid,
know the
I would
grounds, bro.
use a no, but like I literally just throw a Molotov in the yard, dog. Like that's
Bro, and what if you miss? Now
I'm
look
not
at you.
missing.
You're watching the
not
yard on
missing.
fire and the dog watching it too. You gotta walk in the yard and make the dog know the time, bro. Exert your dominance. Watch that in the eye when you kill it.
Yeah.
Like mind you, just imagine it, bro. I got up when I was, I can't remember how old I was. Doggy, I got a puppy dog. A puppy doggy. Check it, I was proud of my puppy dog. I have the thing for probably a little over a week. My mother, my sister, and I, we going by the neighbor and saying, the puppy try and follow us. Obviously, check it, it can't keep up with us. Nobody had checked the puppy behind us. Bro, that go inside a neighbor yard at all. But man, that man have 2 Rottweilers and a German Shepherd dog.
Whoa.
Them things play tug of war with that dog. When I get that back dog, I have to hold the head and the body in 2 hands, cause dog. When I tell you I was vexed, dog, I wanted to scream.
Wow. So
Dog,
your villain origin story. Then.
That is different. That's all one day out.
That's my rise to evil. Like.
So doing 4, so that's 4 out of 5 of us that have vendettas against dogs.
Yeah.
And what about you doing?
I like dogs, but you see them when they're stray dogs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, them straight dogs. But also, so
And train dog.
let me play devil's advocate for a little moment. In defense of the stray dogs, when they're not taking people's pets, and it's the stray cats they're going after, they're doing a service to St.
Yeah,
Lucia.
because the stray cats is breaking into your yard and trying to teach your food. Yes.
More than that, because stray cats are one of the most devastating invasive species in the whole world. They absolutely demolish native populations of birds and small mammals. Yeah, birds, lizards, small mammals.
Reptiles, like everything taken.
It's devastation, dog. So it's like if you have stray dogs culling the cat population, culling the stray cats, that's fine. When they take in one pets, that's that way.
So the stray cats take care of the mice, and the dogs keep the cat population out. Yeah, man.
Yeah, dog.
Dog.
Wow, that remind me of the.
And then the stray people take care of the stray dogs.
But when these stray people take care of the stray dogs, they make more stray dogs. I know fellas that just feeding dogs and making dogs make dogs.
The fellas bring.
We have nothing to check on the dogs. You understand? Let's have a hatchery though.
Yeah, but that's a smart movie though. If you have a group of dogs around you, check it. The other strays that go bother you.
Killer.
They might bother you more.
I remember. I don't remember the year we went. It was a Manny birthday and we had paintball.
His name dropping on the pod.
Yeah, that one tweaking. But go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's that day, if it's another day, but I feel it's that. They're dropping me home, and I swear, in front of Wing Trades, like the road was, they didn't have road. The road was dogs. Like the whole road was just dogs.
Bottles.
And like just a whole bunch of dogs. And the dogs follow the vehicle, like running and biting the wild man. Like the man didn't slow down. The man didn't slow down. The man does try to slow me. Y'all know the man doesn't try to slow. And I in a vehicle, killer. I have never been in a vehicle and be scared that a dog would bite me. bite you.
Killer,
the dog was biting the vehicle, and I see.
No, that's ground. That's ground
cool out and
stupid.
wait for me to get out of the vehicle and then bite me down.
That's ground to just go full speed and bulldoze something there.
Oh, the man! I tell you, the man didn't slow down. The dogs make way and then run.
Okay, so they had some.
The man didn't slow down. Like they understand. Okay, that one go run over us, but like because that man would have run over, let's run behind the vehicle and bite it too. What?
Yeah. What do you mind you? So what when you say that being afraid that they go follow you and wait for you by your home there.
Exactly.
That's
they stopped before.
But that reminded me of I went by my cousin's home, and back when they lived kind of close to me, and they had three big dogs, and I was at that time I was that time I was small, and I was afraid of them. So the dogs could come there, they barking and things. So I make my auntie, because my cousin was out. I make my auntie carry me, away out of reach of the dogs, into the house. The whole time the dogs running up barking at me, dog, running around. So I myself, I feeling like I'm being carried through shark infested water.
I know that feeling.
So they put me on the stairs, and I rush inside the house, and I wouldn't come out of that house unless they had put the dogs away beforehand. Like I don't step outside that house until the dogs were chained. Like nah, dog.
I remember being like that when I went by my uncle in Surrey. At that time, he had 2 pit bulls and a white dog. I don't know what breed it was, but it was a big ass one. First time I went there, the dogs knew me. So obviously I see dog. I have a dog home, but them dogs eating my dog twice and still having space. It's some massive dogs. So I'm okay, I'm afraid of the dogs. So I got inside and I cool off. To get back to the vehicle, the same year, they had to make sure all the dogs not there. Another time I went there, and I personally forgot there were dogs there in the yard because the dogs were downstairs. That time. So I go and I cool out outside. Next thing I know, I feel it behind my neck. Like I hear breathing, and the dog just started. Wait, so you're not going to kill me? I'm like literally like that. I just start cooling out with the dog. The same dogs I thought that if they saw me, I would have died. Just coming around me. One had puppies, bringing the puppies by me, and I'm like, that's the same dogs I thought that would have killed me. It was an interesting experience.
That was more like an eye-opening moment,
Yeah, because the dogs
are actually well trained and taken care of.
The dogs that I thought would kill me if they got me just wanted to cool out. So the same thing you're talking about, having to carry you, yeah, and the dogs being excited, yeah, the same thing. But the dogs just wanted to cool out, have fun. See me running up and down in the maniac.
Nah, they just didn't get the opportunity to milk you yet, dog.
Yeah, they just said that
I did event when I got. I did eventually. Come to terms with those dogs, and it was good vibe after. It was good vibe after that point. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing, dog. You've seen dogs that are looking like if they stand up, they're taller than you because at that time 6 or something, dog. And I know for sure, what if the dog had tried and kill out a fly? But it
Yeah.
just shows that not everybody big dog, everybody dog vicious.
Yeah, it comes down to like it comes down to like how the owner treats them and things. It's like there's a bit of a bias down in St. Lucia because when people have dogs in St. Lucia, it's usually for protection. So they make sure that they're not kind to strangers. But it's like that's not but like elsewhere that's not really a thing. It's like elsewhere in the world is like people have dogs for companionship. So even if you see a big dog there, like it's gonna be nice.
Like they have dogs just for protection, but most dogs tend to not be watched by yard. Or even if the dogs are for protection, they're trained to not identify everybody as a.
Yeah, there's also that. It's irresponsible people that have dogs that attack anybody.
Anything that right. Granted, the last dog I had, no matter what, that dog was on site. I never ill-treated the dog, but that dog was on site.
A couple times I come and kick that like Messi, but I had to hold back.
Like, oi, you walk on the road of my house, you look at the house, the dog start barking at you. Like,
it detected a challenge. You encroach.
Listen, I've handled a whole bunch of dogs, but first and only dog to ever bite.
Oh man, you make eye contact, we battle.
Dog, as a
you can't
as a
escape
puppy,
from the trainer.
as a puppy, the dog bit me and draw blood, and I was like, Irie.
That one sound like that one should have been filtered out from the breeding process, though.
That was the only instance of it ever, because like I just got in a dog, and the place the dog came from, he wasn't treating the dog well.
Oh, Irie.
Broken homes.
Yeah. So like, a dog that doesn't know you, doesn't a feral-ish cat, that kind of vibe. So it was that kind of vibe, like. So I never held it against him. I was like, no. Then I ain't charge. You calm down.
And I make that dog understand itself one time.
You just say it's a wolf here.
So actually the best way to do it for that you think might bite you is don't present your hand, present your fist, because it's harder for it to get its whole mouth around you than your finger. If you put your finger like that, if it's a large dog, that's your whole finger gone. You should present your fist.
All I saw was a pup.
Yeah.
And then I quickly learned I have to deal with that one different.
Look that.
What you should have do is just send that to
more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Next time send that to a Chinese shop, dog, because you can't.
You didn't have enough meat then. They're rich.
We know. You do any trying to increase your social credit them?
They might say
Good one.
Nice.
Good one. But I will say, like, before I meet any animal, the first thing I do is I let it sniff my hand or get my scent.
Sniff my pants.
That's the first thing I do.
Pause.
Once he sniff his pants.
No, my.
Yeah, I don't put my hand by you, madman.
Oh, like sniff my fist, like I'll make a fist, like what Glenn said.
My G.
Make it sniff my face.
I walk into a man here that house, and I cool out. Then I call in the man in it. Like, if I call you from my road, you're not going to. So the dog leave the backyard. The dog walk up to me, and the dog my back. All the time there, the dog they calm. The dog actually sit down by me. So when the time the man leave and come outside, the dog start getting. What change?
Some of them just push buttons and they're in their own territory, my G.
That is it.
Yeah.
I was in the territory, my G. I was in the territory.
Yeah,
I was in the yard. I was in my road. I was in the
grounding. Yeah, it's the ground that the changes of the grounding presence best.
Mm-hmm.
And only well behaved for you.
Because the man come
Yeah.
outside and the man watching me like, wait, and he watch the dog come inside. I walk inside, the dog still cool out. Is when he start talking, the dog start making a fuss. Like dog realized that I wasn't expecting you to not attack him. The dog start making a fuss.
The dog is probably watching you through the window and saying,
No, we cool out in the back of the talking. Like we actually
making sure you make no wrong moves. Check it. I'm gonna have a red dot on your forehead there, dog.
yeah,
The moment you
Yes.
step out of line, it's a wrap.
I call myself lucky that time. A fairly big dog.
Hmm.
But you know what if you know dog, the energy when they come towards you, dog didn't seem hostile. So I was never afraid.
You mentioned pit bulls earlier, and I think that's something that happens like frequently when people talk about aggressive dogs. When it's like,
It's a perceived aggressive breed.
Yeah, it's entirely perception, and it's a perception it's like pit bulls are strong dogs. Especially their jaw. Their jaw is very strong.
They are very strong.
That's the primary thing they were bred for. And so people who want security dogs gravitate towards pit bulls. This includes the aforementioned irresponsible ones who have them just attacking everything.
Mm-hmm.
And because
90% of dog owners train them beyond a simple sit.
Mm-hmm.
So I get my dog to sit. I finish training my dog. I can make my dog sit down when I want, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot of you miss out on a lot there.
A lot.
Yeah. So what? And of course, so now on top of being a strong dog, it's not properly trained. In fact, it's like the opposite of proper. It's been made to be aggressive. It's been conditioned to aggression. So obviously, then when that thing gets loose, and it does what its owner taught it, it causes severe injury, and it's straight to the news with that.
Yep.
But
and all of a sudden, you have laws passed to just exterminate an entire breed of dog because the breed isn't understood.
Yeah, there's an actual studies on breed aggression has found that the pit bull is literally the second least aggressive breed in terms of base instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Pit bulls do not have natural aggression. That's not their natural disposition. For most aggressive dog, based on standard disposition, is the Chihuahua.
Yep. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If you were a rat with eyes bulging outside of your head, constantly too cold or too hot, you would. People picking you up, putting you in their bag, like bro, you would have been.
Yeah, you have a bad attitude. Bound to happen.
Yeah, that's why I bring them. I go.
Because like dogs of a similar size, the poodles can be aggressive, but they're nowhere near as aggressive. And what's the difference between the two of them? One have a whole, one doesn't.
It's true.
My aunt had a Chihuahua named Sparkle, and if you hear that dog bark, if you hear that dog bark at anyone other than my aunt, my dog is hard to believe is like actual living creature out there, and not like some kind of layered recording.
What?
It's so much barking,
Wow.
it's not like it's just barking. It come in and biting you to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls come and biting you, so she had to keep when I was small and when I was small, she would keep it away. She would keep it away from me because it would bite me a lot. Like I'm like 6 years old at that time. At that point, I know nothing I do to resist that.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
but now now much later, I went by her last year there. The Sparkle passed away from because age. Dogs don't live
Not that
so
long.
long compared to humans. And she has another Chihuahua now, and she seems to have she might this one is either this one just at a different disposition, or she learned something from Sparkle
No,
because
that's
like that one is much more tame. It still barks a lot at unfamiliar things, but it becomes accustomed to people. It's like it's not going to aggressive try and bite you all up there. You introduce yourself to it. It go cool out with you after you spend like a good 10 20 minutes by it. So much improved from the last one.
Since we're on
Okay.
the topic of dogs, for the life of me, like I understand dog breeding, but at what point would well I can't say would because we haven't. Why they had to have dogs inbreed so hard that they just
Oh,
become retarded? Because I think that's literally what happened to,
yeah.
to
So
Chihuahuas,
yes.
especially.
So yeah, I mean there's definitely a reasonable argument to be made that the level of dog breeding now we've reached
It's ridiculous. It's
is
ridiculous.
like more of a it should be classified as criminal activity because this is it's reaching up it reached the point it's not reached it reached the
It's
point of
been
animal
there.
abuse with
Because the peak of dog breeds is a couple of years ago. Like good pure breeds is a couple of years ago. Like my lifetime ago, when they had
yeah
actual good pure breeds. Now, long gone are the days where you could have an actual pure breed English bulldog and not have to worry about, oh, in 3 years my dog won't be able to.
no the birth defects the congenital issues
Dogs having
the
diabetes.
chronic
When you hear that dogs have diabetes, like, oh, what?
the chronic health issues all think dogs with back problems. The pugs have a lot of issues.
Breathing.
All kind of things that come happening to dogs.
Pugs have issues breathing.
Breathing. That's it. Pugs have issues
The-
breathing. All kind of
The
nonsense.
sausage dogs. Begins
Wieners.
with D. It's beginning with D.
Dobermans.
No.
Not Dobermans. Dobermans at all.
Doberman
Dachshunds.
the elite dogs, my G.
Yeah, Dobermans are I think you're talking about Dachshunds.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. But Doberman are elite.
Dachshunds are the long ones. Yeah, Dachshunds are the long ones. Also, sometimes called wiener dogs.
Big dog.
Right. Yeah.
I assume those one have plenty of back problems.
Oh yeah. Well, not exactly back, but hip issues.
Oh,
Because
the hip is small.
Okay, but that's where they end up getting issues in their hip.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's not a normal like that is
normal. It's not
a
normal
breed. That's a birth defect that was turned into a breeder.
Yeah, it's like it's gone up on like, it's like just because we fancy a certain look,
Yep.
we
It's
consign dogs to a lifetime of pain.
Mm-hmm.
What? I had no idea that was good on the, in like the dog world.
Yeah. People feel like all the breeds think they. It's not. It's a whole lot of nonsense. Though. Like some dogs have utility, but you see, especially the toy breeds, the dog.
Yeah, toy breeds is all kind of fault.
Their life is just pain. That's why I made that joke about a Chihuahua, because like, bro. And some like even corgis, the corgi.
Yeah, what about corgis? You cut off there.
Yeah, corgis sometimes suffer back problems as well because they're a short breed as well.
Mm.
Like it's.
Yeah, like it sounds like it's getting really ridiculous.
It's been ridiculous, bro. Because these are not new breeds.
Like it's gone too far.
Like the days where people used to breed dogs
for purpose, for
dogs,
solid purpose dogs. Where the dog would and have a very fulfilling life where its physical needs are met and it's very happy. It's doing things that it likes to do. Like how we have things that make our brain go and release the dopamine and the serotonin thing. That's what hunting and doing and digging and thing is for dogs. That's what stimulates them. There's literal health benefits to being happy and fulfilled. That's what work dogs are experiencing. They're happy, they feel good, they get fit, they get their physical one time. Best life they have.
Best life.
But now they're dying.
Now they're dying.
No, it is not even just dying. While they're alive, they wishing.
I know what dogs wish for, bro. Oh, look, we got that dog whisperer over here, guys.
Hey, I don't.
I'm not just knowledgeable.
I can't even make that joke.
Wow, that's actually crazy. Yeah, that's sad and that's actually crazy.
Cause like why would we do a thing to an animal that we do not allow? Like it is illegal in most of the world to marry your sibling or first cousin. Why? Because birth defects are so prevalent in these cases. Like,
humans are different though. Humans are different.
How?
Because if you leave animals naturally sleep with family members.
Though. That's because they don't know any better.
No.
You know what happens? My cats to school, but
let me break it down for you. When in cats, okay, use cats, okay. A male cat doesn't stay home. A male cat roams.
Yeah, if they happen to get it on with a family member, it's by accident. It's like the chance is low, and it's like oh well, it doesn't happen often.
And the female has to let the male cat, right? There's no way. I have had enough cats to witness and see male cat getting beat down because he tried to hump his. But he go and get another cat down the road. Meh, easy. What? So even in the animal kingdom, you see other. Can't tell me. It's even in the animal kingdom, naturally.
Yeah, there's not usually a predisposition. There's not predisposition.
Keep it in the family, bro. No. Mm-hmm. They go in and sow their wild oats everywhere.
Especially when you talk about sea creatures doing Ando, who have some very interesting, like interesting breeding methods. As in, like literally sowing the wild oats. They
And here's what happens when you
cloud
end up
breeders.
inbreeding. You inbreed, the offspring is weak. Guess what happens to weak offspring? Don't survive. Only humans that protect weak offspring and let it grow and let it breed and let it reproduce.
So like, so we are weak offspring. It's not there are other animals that protect their young.
They protect the young. I'm not saying they don't protect the young.
Yeah, but it's like mainly a youth thing that we protect our young to such an extent that we will take someone who is disabled, who was born with the short stick of life, and make sure that they survive and take.
You're not saying we should just kill all disabled people.
Nope.
Natural selection is saying that.
Natural selection is saying
that. That's kind of what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Natural selection is saying that. What I'm saying is what humans have done with.
Yeah, that's what we've chosen to do. That's what we feel. That's what we feel is moral laws. We don't want to just snuff our life and things like that. We want to try to preserve life. But
nothing wrong with that. But
yeah, but out in the world, dog, the natural selection, the pressures of natural selection, lean towards eliminating weaklings.
Now let me jump in and be devil's. If natural selection ran its course without social media, just take out social media. You think majority of able to find love? Like if
the majority of what?
The world, like people in the world currently, if we just take out social media, all of us, okay, there's a solar flare, no electronic devices on Earth working for the next 2 years, minimum.
2 years.
That's the estimate about 4 months.
What dog? You underestimating our engineers?
To re-establish electrical
to re-establish across the whole world. That'll take a while.
It's about 2 years. That's the estimate.
You're underestimating our engineers, man.
No, that's their estimate.
That's literally their estimate.
That's their estimate.
You see, when you're in the moment, bro, check it when Shorty had to send you some fire nudes, bro. Half a year minimum.
Motivation.
That's right.
Let's go. Let's for the sake of the scenario, 2 years.
For the sake of the scenario, because it's the numbers. I think that not life as we know it, but individuals will be able to find new individuals.
The thing is like society is even if you remove social media now, it will take a while for society to correct itself. And I think that would be I think it would be longer than 2 years for society to correct itself. If in the hypothetical world where things like social media didn't exist in the first place, then you'd have less incidents of people who marry finding love per se. It's like mainly people would still be marrying based on the suitability of the partners. Is this somebody in good health? Are they in at least decent financial condition? And then they arrange the partnership based on that.
I think love and relationships would work the same way, honestly. Like even without social media, it would work the same way because it did for a long time. So I don't think it would work
the same way.
The thing is, before it was more objective evaluation of the person rather than I like them a lot.
It was what?
Before there was more of an objective element to it, where it's like, is this a good person to get? Is this a good person to get with? Is this a suitable, viable mate?
You think so?
Unless of the I just like them a lot.
This person makes my heart tingle, so I must marry.
Yeah.
I
There was
feel
more.
it
There
would
was
still
more.
be. I feel there'd still be a lot of compromises. Like,
There will compromise.
Oh yeah,
you
more
cannot.
compromises.
I don't
But at
think.
the end of the day, when a feels on,
Be-
if you can't provide, you die. You're looking for somebody who can provide.
Nah, but that's a how do I say? I don't want to say it's a it's an outdated way of thinking basically. Because yeah, you can consider all those factors, Logit, but then is that really love or is that utility? Are you looking for somebody to love or are you looking for somebody that'll provide for you? Are you really loving the person or are you using the person, basically?
yeah. What? Yeah. What?
So
What you?
Well,
What? Yeah. What
here's
you're
well,
saying
here's
is
the thing about that.
I love
Like the thing about relationships and being together with someone is like the lines have been blurred between having a duty to your partner and loving somebody. Having someone as a partner or life partner is not just all fun, sunshine, and butterflies. It's a duty.
I like the word.
And
in
a
as
lot of
much as
people
it is a duty, you still love tends to make compromises. Because yeah, the man might not be financially stable now, but does he have the drive to do it in the future? Right? There's logic in it, and you make sense when you think like that. But at the same time, the way, well, I guess it's my understanding of what Daryl and Glenn was saying. The way they explained it, it was sounding to me like if Diamond is providing for me now, just cross Diamond off the list one time.
no. I'm saying.
That's
I'm
not
not
how
saying
love
that.
works.
I'm not saying.
are they able
Trying to imply that it was entirely
able to-
utilitarian. I'm saying that there was more utilitarian than emotion. I'm saying it was more. It was. I'm saying it was biased towards the utilitarian aspect, not that there was none of the emotional stuff. Like, yeah, love me.
Still though, I do think
And to
that's
me, back in the day, there was like men were more savvy with their hands and actually doing shit. Like the norm was men who were able to do shit, like
Work a
actually
trade.
get shit done. You know
Yeah,
what I
work a
mean?
trade. Be a
These
hand
days,
around the house.
everybody wants to be a rapper. They have no plumbers. Every time something happened in the house, my mother have to call a plumber. It's only one man. Are there so
Really?
on
many
you, bro.
deadbeat rappers and not many plumbers? You check it, niggas can't do shit.
next time, yeah.
Yeah, but remember, with the advancement of technology and the change in the times, technical skills became less and less appealing for people to learn. So you have a lot of people who cannot do these minor things, bro. I remember my father went once to do some work for somebody, and I went with him, bro. Simple renovation. I looking at that, I see like I could do that myself, bro. And you have
Yeah.
to pay a man to do that for you. Dog, and the man actually watch me and the man tell me like he wish he could do them things, bro.
What simple renovation? Define your.
I mean simple renovation is simple renovation. It's just changing some drywall.
That's why I asked for specifics, so.
Changing some drywall. Right? I looking at that like, bro, I can do that myself. I have done that myself.
Yeah.
And the man have to
That's a
now you have to
laborer's
pay a
job.
man to do it.
That's an unskilled laborer's job.
But if you look at it, dog, the man's still making his money in other
No.
areas.
That doesn't mean he
Because
can't make
technical skills became, I don't want to say a thing of the past, they're still very much necessary. But new avenues open up for employment. So now there are fellas that probably cannot even change a light bulb. Obviously, I'm exaggerating.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
But
wrong. Yeah, wrong.
You're not wrong.
there are fellas that cannot change a light bulb, but like give them on a computer, a keyboard, a mouse, and them man building a website for you in a day. Because that's just how times are now. Though. That's just how things have changed.
Okay, but
And
hear me
I
out.
look at commercials, right? American commercials, dog, and I actually freak out sometimes because there's a commercial for some guttering thing, right? and somebody asks how many persons, like they were talking to a crowd, how many persons clean their own guttering, right? And a man raise his hand, and the man daughter go watch him and say, oh, but I told you not to do that. It's too dangerous, bro. You put in a ladder, you climb up the ladder and clean your guttering. That's too dangerous, bro. What?
Boy,
Dog, I
AJ,
watched that
bro.
like that makes no sense, bro. Like how? When did we become so lazy? But look at the change in
20 years
time.
ago, bro.
It just
20
like
years
in a
ago.
sense, it makes sense because of the way society has changed. But it's kind of underwhelming to see how it almost feels like we're regressing sometimes.
Now, hear me
Yep.
out. If you watch a video online, it looks like it's a lot of young men or men in general who want to attempt a task but haven't fully thought it out. So you have a lot of people who want to do something and they want to do it fast and they don't understand. They don't take the time to understand the risk involved because they're used to a cushy lifestyle where you don't get hurt from things. Things don't hurt you. So you take shortcuts because man, I'll be fine. If you're used to getting hurt, you understand what getting hurt means. So you're gonna take better care. Hope. But cushy lifestyle. Yeah, I'll be fine if I do this, and then fellas end up dying. Like the man had go and shock himself in a clearing.
Yeah.
See, man,
I
this
want to laugh,
is-
I want to laugh.
I want to laugh at that one. Wow.
Right? You have a
All
power
that
washer,
happened, Lisa.
you go and point, yeah. The man there power was in a building and they have a transfer on a pole not too far from the thing. Either the man go and point the water stream at that and I just collect shock.
But you say, bro, you see how fast electricity travels, bro? That traveling down the hose and into your hand, no time.
But wait, when that throw the shock throw the man off the building and he fall on. Like I heard the from my home.
That's
Oh,
on killer.
I don't know what that was there, so I like I guess a man burst a shot. Nah. A man had shock by a whole
That's funny.
transformer.
Killer, you know, what?
It almost killed him.
Nah, like, I mean, like, that sounds like a vibe, you know.
what?
You have to go and try
Wait,
it.
dog, wait. Pray for that one, Cam. Pray for that one.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That is same man I was talking about Glenn earlier.
Yeah, that's
that's why,
Doggy,
you see, that's
what?
why I know why I say my thing.
Nah. I mean, think about it, bro. Think about it, bro.
No.
That's that's not gore or anything. That's just a fascination with physics, bro. Just think about it.
Okay, dude.
Physics' effect on the body. Thousands of volts running through it.
Oh, I
Effect
care
on
about the body
muscularity.
thing, dog. I talking about like on a whole, the whole electricity running down the hose and thing.
Oh, okay.
Running
That's
killer,
what
dog.
that's my brain went through. I wonder
Yeah,
what
it's
the
not-
damage was. But the man fall down
man.
from like I don't know if your man know that building. Brandon, you know the building, eh?
Yeah, I know. I got the story.
Yeah. Like the man fall from the middle straight on the ground.
Yeah, man.
That man die?
I don't think so.
That's roughly 3 stories, though.
Yeah.
My story is about 20 feet, so I was like a 60-foot fall there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Mm.
Wait,
After
then
a
again,
shot.
nah. Let's rephrase that because
He wasn't all the way up.
that's by St. Lucian standards. So
Solution standards a story is like 50,
it's like how much?
15 feet.
15?
If you call that building,
probably.
about 15.
So 45-foot fall, that's not, yeah.
You need something like that. I mean,
15
okay,
feet.
listen, you just
Where's
get
the-
electrocuted.
Yeah, the electrocution
Or
is
ragdoll.
the electrocution makes it work. If it was just
Now
a fall
one
by,
thing,
if it was,
the man was shocked. He wasn't electrocuted.
He didn't die from it.
Yeah.
okay,
By
Yeah.
definition, if you electrocuted, you have to die.
okay,
His system received
sure.
Yeah.
an
If the fall just by itself wouldn't have been so bad, but the and I was shocked.
Well, it might have saved him. Is what I'm saying. Depends.
So like the
Depends.
lethal the lethal height for falling is 100. Whereas like at that point you're relying on pure dumb luck to survive.
Or
You know,
People
skill.
have survived. People have survived the higher, but yeah,
Yeah,
most people end up
basically
dying after
just dumb
higher than
through
higher.
just dumb luck.
Quite
If
literally.
you- yeah.
Or skill.
Yeah,
I feel
sure.
like somebody could
avoidance.
reasonably. I feel like somebody could reasonably survive 100 fall if they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you trained,
Yeah, man.
just do it.
You know what to look for, Jackie. Obviously, don't land on
Jackie
anything
Chan's been doing
hard.
it for years, bro.
Yeah, Jackie, look for something to break the fall, to slow you down. Try and check it. Yeah, man. If you know what you're doing, you will survive it.
That don't mean you're not gonna get injured.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're going to. You might be close to death on that one, but.
Break a couple bones. Yeah.
Well, what's a couple bones, bro?
They fix, they heal.
Yeah, dog, you know, only a prospects for walking.
Yeah, nothing important.
For a couple months, and you'll be fine. Yeah, if you mess up your spine, then man, yeah. Sorry.
But I'll say, dog, there are people that fall on the air and they never.
Yeah. There are some men that fall out of planes and they find out.
Yeah, somewhere, you know, that way, you know, and the minimum height I can kill somebody is literally a 2-foot fall.
Yeah, man.
If they take it on the head at a certain
You just have to land the right way.
No, all you have to do is slip on ice. Simple, easy. You're not even 2 feet. Granted,
no slipping on because slipping on ice, like if you slip on ice and fall. If you slip on ice and fall, that's more than 2 feet. No matter, unless you're a literal child, unless you're a literal toddler, that's more than 2 feet.
Yeah, you're right. But the amount of force a body can fall from just standing up and sliding, like what?
Yeah, that's a pivot. That's like it's a lever. It's a lever essentially. A type 3, I believe, since the whole length is on one side.
True.
And that's a type 3. On one side. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically a lever. And when you swing something around a pivot, you multiply the force. So yeah, it's taking nasty.
Moments.
Yeah, the moment, the force that force multiplied by distance, length. And yeah, you feel like your head is all the way at the end.
Way to top.
So the full moment, dog, acting on
that. And the weight, that's where the weight is. A typical head is what, 10 to 20 pounds?
Yeah.
Big head, though.
Yep.
Ari.
I mean, there are some people head that's like 5, which is airheads.
Yeah. Well, that's like a 2. Well, I would say that's like a. Answering the question, that's like a 2-hour pod there. Please, I think we're good to end it off.
Yeah, we can put a pin in it, man. Tonight was really nice. I enjoyed tonight.
Scatterbrain topics.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, boy. Sandalins and praises, boy.
Who, me?
Nah, not you. The man know himself, man.
This week there, I want to do a pre-recorded episode with I have a special guest in mind.
Okay.
He had to come. I think it was last week because I set up the event and everything, but things happen and whatever.
Yeah, niggas disappoint,
Was that?
You say niggas disappoint.
Yeah. But hopefully this week we can get out of the way. Or maybe have him on Saturday night. I'm not sure yet.
The episode 3, the first installment of the Pink Sponge series is scheduled for next Saturday. That's the
Oh, that's already.
yeah.
Alright, so that means all of us have to do another test. Socio, the
Yeah,
sociopath and the psychopath
our
test.
final installment on Melted for the time being.
Yeah. Until we, do another one. Yeah, so that's something to look out for, folks.
Wait. So we doing a am I insane? Nice.
What's that?
We doing a am I insane?
Oh yeah, you were not there for the first.
Nah, I wasn't
The
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
were not
wasn't
there for
there
the.
for
He wasn't there for the first or the second one.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we'll find out exactly how insane.
Yeah. So basically, we
Nice.
take the test, and after we just crack down on mental illness and everything.
Yeah, dissect different mental conditions.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. One of these days, I want to try to get a therapist on, but
That's fine in the future.
yeah.
That's a long.
I wouldn't say long. I wouldn't say long way, but I can.
I mean, true. No, you don't know who partners know.
Oh yeah.
So, could be sooner than later.
Yeah. But with that said, guys, conclusions. Who's at the top, Kit? That's it.
Because your man keep changing your names. So,
That's good, man. Keep some
Keeps you on your toes. You check it.
Yeah, I like to be on the ground, so
okay. Well, closing thoughts. I think I feel good that as come through, like you can draw through this whole episode is be responsible. Be responsible with your guns, responsible with your pets, your property, etc. In this day and age, it's not a bad idea to look into a trade, find a way to be useful with your hands. So that if nothing else, you can go get a ground level job. Going to people's houses and fixing things for them. It's actually a bit more of a shrewd move than one may expect because, as has been mentioned, there's a lack of people going into these jobs. So demand could actually, well, not demand, but
it is.
supply is going down. Supply is going down, but demand is still there. So you can be in a good position, just being a plumber these days, and of course, the only proper use for all the money you'll be making is to invest in a nice shiny 350Z. So with that golden advice, I'll pass it to Dwayne.
Okay. What I have to say, not only for the viewers, but just for you guys. Just wanted to say, it's really nice that we meet up every Saturday just to chop it up. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It's cool, man, just to cool out and speak our minds. And yeah, that's it. Trill.
Live your week as you should, calm, introspectively. One day at a time. Don't plan for the future, but live in the present. Because after the present is gone, you can enjoy the moments you have with the people you have. That's it.
Alright. So I guess I'm up next. What do I have to say? Well, for me and my personal experiences, don't rush into something you haven't really done any research into. Not only will it save you from a lot of harm, it will give you confidence in the choices that you make. Um, and when it comes to dwelling on things that don't really matter, and like where you want to be in the next couple of years, God forbid, God spare life. If there are certain situations and certain friendships and certain things that will keep you from reaching that goal, ask God for wisdom in making a decision as to what your next plan of action should be, and allow Him to take control, because really and truly He knows best. I can see that our life for true, because some days I can't explain the joy in my heart. But but at the end of the day, if it's a case where tomorrow stresses you out, I believe Daryl just said that. So is it Daryl that just said, "Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will see for itself." But take charge of today, because when today is gone, you will not be able to change your action. So take it easy, and yeah, BRZ squad. I don't know about that 360 Shri whatever Z nonsense, but yeah, BRZ squad.
On the meetup on that.
Wow.
I see I have enemies here.
So I guess it's my turn, or I can't
Yeah.
see the order right now.
Yeah,
It's your
it's your
first
turn.
question.
Alright. What can I say? Glad to see we have another wise man in the house. Listen, the most I can say right now, um, is to just remember that if you ever plan to shoot somebody, just provoke them off camera and get them attacking you on camera so that you can claim self-defense.
Big facts, big facts, big facts.
Oh,
Make sure you're in the right before you try to do anything against the law.
Yeah, that's
Key
for sure. Why?
thing, make sure you're in the right before you try and do anything against the law. Alright. But if you're planning to stay within the bounds of the law, just remember it's perfectly legal to buy a BRZ. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And if you really think about it, if both Kem and I recommend the BRZ, you're making the right choice.
Second that.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, folks. With that said, this concludes the 18th installment of the Bands and Ties Peasants. We will see you next week, where we discuss the third installment of Pink Sponge. So, good night, everyone.
good night, everybody.
Okay.